I am a broke student.
Oh my god. I've been eating noodles for the past week.
These people, their entire apartment is furnished with Marktplatz things
Yes.
that were how much, guys?
Zero euros.
Hey everyone, I'm Isabella. For those who didn't watch the first season, I'm an international student living in the Netherlands for almost 2 years now, and today I'm here with...
Hey guys, I'm Gabriel. I've been an international student in the Netherlands for around 2 years as well.
And my name is Alyssa, and I've been living in the Netherlands also since 2 years.
And welcome to
Brewing Students
Student
Cultures
Cultures
Podcast. Brewing Student Cultures Podcast.
Sipping Coffee.
Spilling tea.
And sharing cultures.
So I'm so excited to be here, guys.
Woo, let's go.
Yeah, today topics we're gonna talk about the challenges of living in the Netherlands
Ooh.
and the best tips and tricks to save money.
Oh, yes.
We all need that. I need that.
I've been eating noodles for the past week. I can't.
It is a struggle, and that's why we're here today.
Yes.
And I would like to start our episode with a statement, and from there we can see how it goes.
Perfect.
So today's episode statement is, I am a broke student.
Oh my god.
What do you think about that, Gabe? Go
I
on.
relate so badly. I mean, grocery shopping in the Netherlands is so expensive.
That's true.
Ugh.
Though I do think that depends on what you're shopping for, because some things I think because of inflation or
Yeah.
something in my
yeah.
country it's been more expensive to shop there than the Netherlands.
All
Only
right.
like fruits and veggies, I think it's always more always cheaper back home.
And overall, I found that most things here seem to be higher in price than they are back home, because back home we also use euros. So, it's very easier to make a direct comparison than it is when I have to convert the currency. So for me, paying like 3 euros for rice is too much.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We kind of have a same problem, but
Yeah.
in a different way, because we come from a place from different currency. So we don't really know like how much it is expensive or
Yeah,
not.
it took me so much to realize that I shouldn't be converting it in my head, because otherwise I would just not be living.
Exactly.
Because also because the what's it called, the living, the life, the cost of life here is more expensive
Yeah.
as well,
Yeah.
but you earn more.
That's
so it's
true.
also
It's balanced.
yeah, it's a
I mean,
balance.
but that's why it's important then to have a job, because if you
Yeah.
don't, then
That's
you're just
true.
converting money,
Yeah, that's
True, if you don't earn the currency, then you're
everything
just
is
on a
very
loss.
expensive if you don't. That's true. But it also depends on where you shop, I
Yeah.
would say. So when I first come to the Netherlands, I had a little bit of a sense of the currency because I was living in Italy before. But the supermarkets, I just went to the one close to my place because I
Yeah.
didn't know others. But after leaving, I see we have more expensive ones, cheaper ones, one that you will find the basics of the basic, but
Yeah.
still, if that's what you need, that's
Exactly.
amazing.
I mean, like Aldi and Lidl compared to Albert Heijn and Jumbo. I mean, Albert Heijn and Jumbo are more expensive than more,
Big
normal-
chains here in the Netherlands,
Exactly.
but
Yeah, true.
They're more normal priced, whilst Aldi and Lidl are cheaper. But then, you get into the quality aspect. So
Yeah.
sometimes the name brand, at least the store brand, is better quality at Albert Heijn and Jumbo than you would find at Aldi, for example.
That's
But then
true.
it's cheaper, so it's always that trade-off when it comes to, for example, if I'm going to buy meat, I'd rather buy it from Albert Heijn or Jumbo. But if I'm just going to buy pasta and I'm buying bread, then I'll just go to Aldi or Lidl, because I don't really care about the quality and I don't want to spend 2 euros on a loaf of bread when I can spend 120.
true. No.
Also, I heard that meat in Turkish stores is a good price,
Ooh.
right? We have
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true in all Turkish stores, but I heard about that.
Yeah, I think when you first move, you just do your groceries at one place because you don't know much and you want to do things practical. But after you just figure out the best shops, like places to go.
Yeah.
For instance, like meat I will only buy in that supermarket
Yeah.
because quality is good and it's cheaper. And then bread I can buy there, and vegetables I will go to the farmer's market.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
after you kind of get used to how things are and the prices as well, and it helps.
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, one thing I've realized that if you live in the city center, the supermarkets there tend to be slightly more expensive in price than ones
That's
outside.
true.
So what I used to do, because I used to live in the city center, I still sort of do, is most of my shopping I try to get done at Tacos because they tend to be generally cheaper, even when you're talking about fruits and veg. You can also find a lot of fruits and veg that you won't find at the supermarket, and a lot of the other things like sauces, like instant noodles, rice, tend to be much cheaper at these tacos than you would find at the supermarket. So then it used to become a balancing act of things I'll buy from the supermarket because the taco doesn't have, but the things that the taco has I'll get from there because I know for a fact they're going to be cheaper.
Yeah.
And then you get into Albert Heijn to go, for example, which is at the train station or
Yeah.
the airport, and that is always going to be incredibly more expensive than
is.
True.
any of the other Albert Heijns you'll find.
Yeah.
Fun fact: did you know that toko in Indonesian means store? A special
I didn't.
participation from our manager Dana.
I didn't. That's nice.
Yeah, right.
Does it actually mean store?
Yeah, in Indonesian. And then,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So,
You
we're
just go
calling.
to the
So when I
store.
say I'm going to go to the taco store, I'm saying I'm going to the store.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
it's
It's
like chai
redundant,
tea.
yeah.
And,
Yeah.
yeah. Don't do it, guys.
No.
But of course, like just going to different supermarkets. Also, if you live close to supermarket and you know you're always gonna go there for your groceries, try to get like the supermarket card for like discount,
Oh, yeah.
like bonus card from Albert Heijn, for instance.
And
It's
then Plus
nice.
has this weird savings card that gives you. Have you understood it yet? Because it's very hard to understand because the Plus app is all in Dutch.
And you can never
Yeah.
log in.
Yeah.
No, I do that for the Albert Heijn. And then like they have what's it called when you get money back like after a while?
Cashback.
Yeah, kind of like that because like if you save for 190 points, so 49 euros,
Yeah.
you get back 52 or something like that.
Okay.
So like it's a good rate, I would
Exactly.
say.
Yeah, it is.
This is the only reason why I shop in Albert Heijn. I love Appie, it's just too far.
Oh, that's how we
Yeah.
call Albert Heijn here in the
Yeah,
Netherlands. So if you
true.
see someone saying, "Oh, let's go to Appie," that's Albert Heijn.
Yeah. So for example, I live like 10 minutes away from Albert Heijn. I'm 1 minute away from a Plus. So I do most of my shopping at Plus,
same.
but then I check my bonus box because they give me deals that I specifically use. I check it every week because it refreshes every week. And if I see something on there, for example, once I got buy 3 iced teas and get 7. And I was like, do I need
Let's
7
go.
iced teas? Not really, but
But if you're buying 3 already.
exactly, So then I just went to Albert Heijn, I used the bonus box, and I got 7 iced teas.
Yeah.
And I was, set for a week, which means I drank an iced tea a day.
But for the Plus, you have to activate the discounts before?
From what I know, the Plus gives you like specific coupons once you've racked up enough points. And I'm not sure if it's weekly or monthly. I know that last month you could have gotten a plant, for example, with your points, which is not something I really needed because I kill all my plants.
Okay, moment of truth. What is your favorite grocery store?
Albert
Lidl.
Heijn.
I love Lidl. I love their cheese.
Tell everyone how much you buy for the little.
Like 27 minutes, but
For
it's
cheese,
worth it.
I
Guys.
would never, especially because coming back with the groceries on the way back. Oh,
Yeah.
That's true.
biking. Like walking is one thing, but biking back with the groceries,
But
27
then you
minutes.
just put them on each side and you're still balanced, I buy enough when I have 2 equally heavy bags, so then I put them on each side
true.
and I'm fine.
People should know Gabe has an advantage. He has an e-bike.
Although
Yeah, true.
the first time I cycled to Lidl, I did not have my e-bike.
Wow.
I cycled to Lidl and then I
That's
cycled to a
brave.
mall that was like the Dukenberg Mall, which is
Yeah,
20 another 20 minutes away from the mall, and then I cycled to Albert Heijn Excel, and then from Albert Heijn Excel I went back home. It took me like 3 hours of biking.
And you regret that day until
Not at all.
today. Oh,
Because then
I'm very surprised now.
Because then I got home and I unpacked all my cheese. I bought
okay.
like 3 months worth of cheese,
Yeah.
so my legs were fine. I had cheese.
I'm all for that. I would rather shop in bulk and then
Yeah.
never go again than multiple times because I don't
hate
like
it.
grocery
Yeah.
shopping.
This is also students a little struggle a bit. Like,
Yeah.
do you do your groceries weekly? Do you do like once in a while when you open your fridge and you have nothing to eat, or do you just like
Starve
go
to death.
every day? Yeah, or just
I think
don't eat.
a helpful thing for students to know if you're moving to the Netherlands is there are specific phrases that you'll find at the supermarket.
True.
That first you have up equals up, and you'll see it in so many places, and you might assume, oh, is this 1 + 1 free? But it's not. All it means is buy while stock lasts. Doesn't mean anything else.
Yeah.
That's what it means?
Yes. So you're not getting so
I've been swindled.
the first time I went to Albert Heijn and they had like this lemon clotted cheese, clotted cream, and I was like, ooh, you know, it's
Fancy.
expensive. And I saw up equals up, so I was like, okay, buy one get one free. And I took two. I went to the self checkout. I scanned them both, and they're both there in price. And I have social anxiety, so I was just like, okay, I guess I'll pay for both. And then I just walked out in shame. And after that, I went to my Dutch friends. I was like, what, why? Like, why?
Yeah.
Like, what's up? And they were like, yeah, it just means until stock lasts. And I was like, okay, then what is buy
Yeah.
one, get one
Bro,
free?
but the sticker is yellow. That means discount.
Nah, yeah,
It just means
don't get food.
yeah, last chance. So then buy one, get one free is 1 + 1 gratis, where gratis is free. And then you have, you know, the 1 + 1. At least the numbers are the same in
Yeah.
every language.
Yeah.
So, you know, at least that's convenient. So you have, you know, gratis, which is free. You have Axi or, you know, action. And that means discount. And then you have up, which is, you know, until stock lasts. So those are the terms that you'll frequently see at
Or courting
supermarkets. Or
as well.
courting, yeah.
True.
Which also means discount. So if you see those, yeah, just
Exactly.
grab, pay and run. Pay and run, I said, okay.
And it's important to know that at Albert Heijn, they won't have, you know, Axi or Kortig, but it will have bonus written on it.
True.
Because I didn't,
Orange.
the first time I went, and you need a bonus card, that's important. Because the first
Which
time
is
I
free,
went,
but just get one.
I just got all these discountings. It was like my first day in the Netherlands. And I was like, oh, perfect. You know, this is like 15% off. And I just got a bunch of things. I went to the self-checkout and I'm scanning. And I'm like, where's my discount? And it's like
discount
scan bonus card. And I'm like, what's a bonus card? And I wasn't going to ask someone to give me a bonus card, so I just paid and left. But it's very easy. You can get it from your phone if you don't want to get it from
A physical one?
a physical one. So you just download the app and install it on your phone, and it will give you a bonus card, and you can scan it every time you shop. So I think it's something that every student should have on their phone.
Definitely.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there's one other thing. Like, I'm a cheap person. I think I get that. I get the Dutchies. It's all, I don't know if it's a Japanese thing, a Brazilian thing, but I have that in my family. That's for sure. Maybe it's my father's thing. And like I always do when I'm shopping, the rule of thirds. So it's always like, oh, this is like €5, but there's 500 grams here.
Yeah.
And this is like €4, but there's like 300 grams. You know, kind of like
Yeah.
that. And then. I don't have to do the math in my head because often in the sticker with the price,
It says
like the price per kilo.
Per kilo.
It's amazing.
It's close.
I just have to
it's
have like
really
a better
nice.
eyesight because sometimes like
It's-
you know like
But
yeah.
yeah, everything for
And one thing that
Save
I've
money.
learned, I don't know how I learned this, but the cheaper stuff is usually on the bottom shelf.
Yes.
What?
That's a
Yeah.
huge tip for students.
So whenever you're running through all those aisles, that's, you know, there are
That-
so many.
that's why I'm
bottom
always-
shelf.
Wait, did everyone know that movie?
Yeah, girl, I'm sorry.
That's why
Living
I should
and
watch the
learning.
podcast, guys.
Exactly. You
I'm
know,
learning.
Yeah, true. But like, to be honest, I don't think supermarket was my big cultural shock as when I moved here. For me, it was transportation. Because like, my parents were driving me like to all the
Everywhere.
places I had to, or like I was driving, and that was it. But then I moved here, and we have trains,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we have buses, and like if I need to take a taxi, like everything is very expensive, but it's also really good quality. So
Punctual.
they're punctual. It kind of makes sense, the price, but it was something that actually was a shock for me
Yeah.
before I
true.
understand how it works. Right?
Yeah. And I mean, it's it's very hard to figure out how you're going to save money on this public transport when you initially move.
Yeah.
I think one thing that you first need is you make sure you have your NS card.
Yeah.
Once you have your NS card, the whole world of discounts is going to open up for you. There are the season tickets, which are extremely life-saving. For example,
They
there's
are.
one where you pay around 30 euros and you travel for free during the weekends on most
Yeah,
buses.
for free in girl math, free. And,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
But yeah, but
I
30
mean-
euros a month, like for
nothing.
us, going forth and back to Amsterdam
Exactly.
already
Is it
paid.
worth
I mean,
Yeah.
one trip to Amsterdam is around 20 euros. So there and back is 40. So, if you're going to
Yeah.
use girl math in one trip,
Of course we do.
one trip, you say it's free.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you can go to NS website. Well, NS is the big train company
Exactly.
in the Netherlands, and they have a lot of deals and season tickets. Or if you travel a lot, you can also get 40%. So
Yeah.
then off-peak hours, which are I'm not really sure.
And there are specific times, it's on the website.
Off-peak hours, you get 40% discount.
Yeah.
Helps
And
a lot.
there's one thing that someone told me about, that if, for example, you live somewhere and your uni is somewhere else. So let's say you live in Utrecht, but your uni is in Arnhem, and you travel there every day.
Yeah, you can get a fixed route.
Yeah, you
right?
can get a fixed route. So you put it in on the website, you get a fixed route, and it will give you a specific personalized discount for that route. So you don't have to end up paying, 16 euros every time you're using the train to go
Yeah.
between here or there. Because if you try and get those, they have like the NS Flex where every day is free, but those are like extremely expensive, especially
Yeah.
for a student.
And if you have an NS card, you have the right to ask for, like, if you forgot to tap out sometimes, you can like say that you forgot, so
Yeah.
you get your money back for that, which is
Yeah.
something I didn't know until it was too late. Because there's a period, like a 3 month or something like
Yeah,
that,
Yeah,
so
3
you
months.
can claim it back. Or if there was a delay, like over I don't know how many minutes, you can also ask for a refund on those cases. So that's also nice, and that's
Exactly.
only an advantage if you have the NS card, I would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. I
Yeah.
think it's something that it is very confusing when you first move to the Netherlands, because it is a lot of information. But as soon as you have that pretty beautiful yellow
card.
card,
The OV
which is
chip
called
card is so-
OV
yeah.
chip card, life gets very easy. You can just check in, check out. Please do so.
Yeah.
Buses and trains.
I think another way to save money if you're using public transport is so you might notice once you've been here a while that every single city has like different bus companies or even trams. What I would suggest is that in whichever city you're in, you'll check the company of the buses and try and get, some of them have subscriptions where you'll pay a fixed amount and it's either yearly or monthly, and you'll save big time on buses if you use them a lot. However, I don't think any of us really use the bus because we bike a lot.
Yeah,
that's
that's
true.
the big thing here in the Netherlands, because like transportation is expensive and stuff, but how often do we really use
Yeah.
it?
We
Because
barely.
we like just bike everywhere.
Only for traveling.
yeah, only for traveling, which is amazing because the whole Netherlands is connected, so you
Exactly.
can go north to south
Yeah.
by train. But still, if you're in your city, like the chances of you actually getting the bus is just if something happened with your bike,
Or if it's
Yeah.
raining like
or
too
if
much.
it's snowing. Yeah.
Or if you live kind of far from,
Yeah.
like, because
Yeah.
some people live like a little further, then it's more worth
It
it,
makes
I would
sense.
say, depending.
Yeah, but like we bike everywhere.
Yeah.
Like
It's amazing.
it is safe. Like you just go.
Because there are lanes for that.
Exactly.
Yeah. You just
Yeah.
go whenever you want. You don't have to pay gas. You don't have to pay for parking.
You don't have to wait for like that bus or wait for
Exactly.
the last bus or
Yeah, so
Amazing.
that's really big in the Netherlands, and depending on where you buy your bike, because you can buy a second-hand one.
most people, like a lot of people.
A
I
lot
wouldn't
of
say
people
most
do.
Yeah,
Mostly
I think
students.
like one thing that people don't tell you about the Netherlands is that they don't steal anything. They never stole my bag, but one thing they will steal is your bike.
Yeah, or your
So-
bike lights.
That's true.
So one thing, like I think the advice I get from every single Dutchie I meet who I speak to about bikes, they're like, yeah, buy a second-hand bike and try and there are like tips and tricks where it should not look too new, but it shouldn't it doesn't have to look too messy. You know, somewhere in between where it's not attractive to be stolen. And I think
lock your bike every time.
how you lock it as
and
well.
I think
They're
a
two
general price that you need to pay is usually around like 50 euros, and that's like on the high end of a bike.
No, I think 70. No,
Yeah,
I don't know.
around
Depends
that.
on the
Yeah,
bike as well.
exactly,
Like if you
that's
want
true.
like the one that creaks when you bike, then we say like around
That's
30.
mine.
Yeah.
I paid $30, guys.
Yeah,
Like,
but no one will ever steal her
That's
bike.
true.
nobody wants my
guys.
bike, and I
Yes.
love her, so we're fine. We're just perfectly fine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I got it from a platform that is very like fancy and used.
Yeah.
Not fancy, but like famous. I like to say Marktplaats. It just sounds fancy. But it's very used here in
Yeah.
the Netherlands.
Yeah, everyone
mean,
uses it.
It's like eBay, but for the
Dutch.
Netherlands. It's like
Yeah.
it's perfect because everything's on there. And when I say everything, I genuinely mean everything.
Yeah.
I've seen chinchillas.
What?
I've
Legal?
I don't know,
know
but
that's
I've seen chinchillas. I've seen cats. I've seen huge pieces of furniture. I've seen laptops. If you see a new laptop and it's like 500 euros, it's probably stolen. But it's 500 euros, so
No, but is it like I feel like it's like eBay, but it's more chill.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's
true.
less information. So and people are just there like retired people. Everyone is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's very nice because there you can find like everything, just as Gabe say. And
I have a complaint.
you can also find a lot of free stuff.
So many.
You know what my
And
complaint
that's
is.
what students love, right?
These people, and you might be one of those people too. Maybe the problem is me. These people, their entire apartment is furnished with Marktplaats things
Yes.
that were how much, guys? How much was it?
0 euros. Oh, so
And
nice.
I'm so proud of it.
Yeah.
So you can literally go like gratis and then search for your location or something, and you're gonna find a lot of ads of free stuff,
Yeah.
which might be in very good condition because people they just don't want anymore and they don't have the space to keep at
so
their
one
place.
thing I've learned, the reason why there are so many free things is that in the Netherlands you need to pay to get rid of certain things.
Yeah.
You have to go to
Blowing
the recycling place and need to pay. So they want to get rid of them, and often all they require is that you go to their house and get it out for them, so they don't have to deal with it anymore.
That makes so much sense.
So like a couch to
Yes.
get rid of is maybe like 30-40 euros, and why would you pay 30-40 euros when you can just give it away for free?
Yes, make a lot of sense and make us very, very happy.
Exactly. Like I've gotten 2 couches from Marktplaats. I've gotten a TV table from Marktplaats. I've gotten
How did you get it though?
how did I get it?
Yeah.
Like to my place. Okay,
That's
so
a whole other
this is
story, guys.
I have it's very unconventional, but skateboards. I got 2
They are your best
skateboards.
friends.
Put the couch on top of the skateboard,
Yeah.
like and then we just moved it along to our place.
But like, yeah, this is a huge
Yeah.
tip if you want to save money. Also because you can sell your stuff there.
Exactly.
True. I saw the bike in Marktplaats.
Right? So
Yeah.
like if you have something that you don't use anymore, put there, someone's gonna buy, they're gonna come to your place, pick it up, and that's it. They're gonna make some money.
Yeah, and if you're looking for something specific and you might not find it on Marktplaats, there's also Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
It's used mostly by internationals rather than Dutch people. You'll still find some Dutch things on there, but usually Facebook Marketplace is more for international students.
Yeah, like
and,
sell like uni books and
yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
Yeah.
And also check student groups in
Yeah.
your specific city.
For sure.
Like there are so many different Facebook groups, and on there you'll find people like, they're like, I'm moving back to my home country, and they'll be selling a lot of their stuff for really cheap because they're moving away.
Yeah.
Also, so I used to know this person who used to go on these groups and used to buy students' bikes because they used to sell them for really cheap, and then he used to resell them for like
Right.
double the price.
Oh damn.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
'cause
business.
It's business,
is
so
business.
if you really want to do it, you won't get in this market. I don't endorse, but it's something that you.
They have to have like a good eye for things
Yeah,
like that. I would
exactly.
say I probably could not do
Me
it.
either.
And about Facebook groups, it's also very used for housing. We
Yeah.
have a full
yeah.
episode about housing, our first season. If you want to go
True.
and watch that, we have great tips on how to
Amazing.
write like your email, how to go to those viewings. It's really nice.
And not to be like scammed.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is
Very
so
common.
common.
Everyone
important.
knows a person that has been scammed.
Let's not talk about it. But yeah, just check that episode out because it's really, really nice. And if you want specific tips or any topics that you want us to record, you can also let us know in the comments. We're gonna do it this entire season.
And talking about housing, I think we should discuss some government benefits that you could get.
Oh yes, I love
Because
them.
there's
God
one
bless the
specific
Dutch.
government benefit. There's one benefit that
Amen.
people don't know about, and that's the rent benefit, where
yeah.
the Dutch government will actually pay some of your rents. Like that's
Yes.
crazy.
Yeah,
That-
there's a lot of conditions
yes,
though.
so
Yeah,
many.
yeah.
And
but-
the older
course.
you are, the more the bigger the benefit.
exactly.
But
I think
yeah.
it's under 23 and over 23. I think that's the cutoff limit. And even if you're under or over, the conditions will change as well. But you need to make a specific amount of money. You need to be over 18. You need to be a Dutch resident. So you don't
Yep.
you need to be EU or non-EU. You just need to live in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
But your house has to be in a specific type of way.
Yeah, you have to have your own kitchen,
Yeah.
bathroom, and front
Bathroom.
door or something.
Yeah,
like
your own
that.
front door.
Like a studio type.
Yeah.
thing.
Exactly. But if you manage to find a studio, or if you have sort of student housing where you have your own private entrance, then apply for rent benefit like today.
Yeah.
it's really worth it.
Really
It is.
nice.
It
Yeah. And it's amazing how the government actually helps you with those stuff because
Exactly.
they know the struggles of student life. And yeah, if we work part time. So we're not making a lot of money because we're also studying, but they also they want us to stay.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot of sense. And that's not the only benefit.
Yeah,
No,
the
there's
health
so
insurance
many.
one is the one I
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
Yeah, it's super nice. Very easy to apply because if you work, you have to have a basic Dutch health
Yeah.
insurance.
Yes.
And in the beginning, you might say like, "Oh, I don't want to pay this," but most of it, I would say the bigger,
Yeah.
like almost everything, I would say.
Yeah. So if I'm mistaken, currently the premiums are around like 150 euros
Yeah.
this year because they change yearly.
Yeah, of
And so does the amount that you get. It's always fluctuating, and I have no idea how they calculate it because
But it's
I'm
also
not the government.
dependent on how much you earn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you get like the premium is like 150 euros, and I think the maximum you can get this year, it's called toeslag, and you get like around 130 euros. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
essentially,
Basically everything.
Yeah.
And you have to have that insurance. It's actually mandatory.
Exactly.
If you don't, it's a big fine. So if the government helps you to pay almost
all
like
of it.
all of
Everything.
it, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And then maybe you get very lucky and you can get the rent.
Housing?
Yeah, the rent allowance and the insurance allowance.
Yeah.
And
And
if you're an EU student,
if you're EU citizen studying and working in the Netherlands, you also get the Duo, which is a big best friend of us.
yeah, so with
That's-
Duo you get around. So you can get free public transport. That is like something that
Yeah.
most people get from Duo.
Yes.
You never have to pay back.
If you don't graduate with a specific amount of time,
10 years.
yeah, then you have to pay it back. But if you graduate before then, it's converted into a gift.
Into a gift.
So and
Amazing.
10 years is like a very, very large amount
Come
of
on,
time.
guys, you can
know?
do it.
Yeah.
You can do it. 10 years is not that much.
And then the public transport one is very you can either have throughout the week and it's always free,
Or
else the weekend. So I know people, some students who don't live, for example, in the town where they're studying will get the everyday one, and then in the weekend it's like whatever. But for example, since I lived in Nijmegen and I studied in Nijmegen, I got the weekend one. So on the weekend I used to travel for free, and that was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And then there's a secondary part of Duo where it's a grant. where they will just give you money every month. And this is based on your parents' income. So that's something that you might need to ask your parents. It's a long form, it's annoying.
Yeah.
But if you ask your parents for their income and some other details, there's a calculator and the government will calculate, and you can get up to like 400 euros a month. So it's
Yeah.
like a very, very good benefit.
But
And
then you have to give back.
No,
No.
that's also converted into a gift if you graduate within
the
10
only
years.
duo that you need to definitely give back is if you get a duo loan, which is like a bank loan but subsidized by the government, and that's the one you need to give
You
back.
need
But
to
the
give
grant is also converted into a gift after 10 years.
Yes.
The Dutch
So-
government is awesome.
And to
They
get
are.
duo, you need to be working.
Some
like-
amount of hours.
Yeah, I
This
think
yeah.
might change
this
every
changes
year.
every year.
Yeah.
But I mean, imagine, so you're working and you're getting like 600 euros from your job. Then you're getting 400 euros from
Duo.
Duo. You don't even need to decrease that much for rent because you're getting your rent benefit. So honestly,
Yeah.
it's a very, very good way of saving
is.
money.
Oh my
It is,
God.
and it is such a shame. Like most people don't
Don't
know
know.
about
Yeah.
it when they come. So like they live 6 months struggling with like all new life stuff going on, new country, new culture, and they don't know about this. So financial problems come as
Exactly.
well. So if you are not in the Netherlands yet, but you're moving, just take a look on everything we just said. As
Yeah.
soon as you're here and you fill out all the requirements, apply for it. It might take a while for them to process everything, like 8 weeks, but they will. And if things turn out well, things are gonna
Yeah.
get great for you.
So if you want more information, check out our website. The link is in our bio.
Yes.
We have
A blog
so,
about
yeah,
it.
we have so much information, so it will make life easier. And I think a good thing to know that if you're already in the Netherlands and you're watching this episode and you're like, oh my god, I could have applied for this like ages ago, especially the insurance one.
Yes.
You can get it backdated, so you can tell them when you started paying insurance, and you will get a lump sum.
Yeah, they will give
Amazing.
you back
Exactly.
everything that you already paid.
Amazing.
So it is amazing.
It's really
It
good.
is great. It is great, great, great. And I wish people knew.
Yeah, about it.
I mean, it's a lot of paperwork, but it's worth it,
Yeah.
right?
For sure,
And
for sure.
especially now that you can do it online, make sure you have your DigiID. It's important to have.
True.
But once you have that, you can do the form online. So you can even, most of the time I get bored filling in all these forms. So I just start it one day, save it, and then just finish it the next day. But at least, it's not a bunch of papers that you need to stay going somewhere to post. So all in all, it's quite convenient. It's very easy.
Yeah, true. It's really nice. No, student life in the Netherlands, it is actually
Yeah.
great. There's so many ways that you can save some money or you can make some money working.
If you have
you.
your uni student card, check a lot of stores.
Yes.
And people don't know about it, but a lot of stores offer student discounts. So even if you don't see it written somewhere, I would always suggest asking. If you don't,
Always
if
ask.
you're not actually actions like me, find a friend who isn't and take them with you.
I can be your friend.
Yes. And just go to stores and ask because, even branded stores for clothes will give you up to like 30% discount just
that's
because you're a
true.
student.
Online
And
shopping as well.
Yeah,
so it's really
true.
convenient. There's like student beans, I think, and
Yeah, uni days.
yeah, uni days, exactly. So, and in the Netherlands, there's Social Deal as well and Kneik, where
true.
you'll get very good discounts from, stores like, even some uni stores will give you discounts. Like
True.
in the Netherlands on the Kneik, you'll find Redboud and you'll get like discounts on coffee from Kneik. So
Yeah.
it's very, it's very, very
Inside uni.
convenient.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
true.
God.
That's true.
Amazing.
And
Yeah.
then
Also, you have like for museums
Yeah.
and
Yeah, movie theaters.
so
Yeah.
I've discovered VU, for example, which is all over the Netherlands.
Yeah,
A lot of
big
cities
chain.
have it, and you can get normally you'll pay like 13.50, but if you're a student you'll pay 11 euros, and there's
nice.
a Cineville pass.
Yeah.
Now that's a card that you pay monthly for, and it's really good if you're like a movie buff, or if you want to watch movies. I think if you watch like 2 movies a month, you've already made enough money where it's
Yeah,
worth it.
definitely.
And you can go to a lot of a lot of movies in the cinemas in the Netherlands for free, like completely free. So I would check out their website, and you can put in your location and see if it's worth it. If you have a cinema that's on this pass, And then there's also the museum card, which is very similar to the Cinefil Pass, but it's just a card. If you're under 18, it's like very cheap, like extremely cheap. But if you're over 18, if it's, I think it's 18 and under, or then it's 19 onwards, it's still relatively cheap. If you're, what I would recommend is getting it for like a year, and then also getting the NS weekend travel, and in combining these, just traveling across the Netherlands and going to
Going
museums.
to museums.
Like it's a very cheap alternative to a lot of the stuff that you can do in the Netherlands, because a lot of the things are expensive, you know, which is not bad because you're making quite a bit of money. But if you want to save as much as you can, then there are always ways of doing so.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's so many ways to.
Yeah, and if you don't want the pass, the
Yeah.
movie pass, for instance, you can go to the movies. I think depending on the cinema, of course, but they have like a movie, like student days.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Tuesday, for instance, in the View. I don't know how to say it. It's 7.
VUE.
Exactly. It's 7:50
Yeah,
or something. So you can just pick your day
Yeah.
accordingly.
exactly.
So like at the end of the day, we are always like, oh, student life's hard. Student life, yeah, it's expensive, but use your student power to
The advantage,
get
yeah.
cheap like deals and discounts, and it's really
Exactly.
nice. You just need to be aware of it and remember, and maybe like it's not written, but go and ask.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
and it's
really
not
nice.
only about the discounts and things like that. It's also about like how you make the most out of it.
Yeah.
You don't
Of course.
always have to go and make like put a lot of money into an activity that is fun.
That's true.
And the Netherlands is an amazing place for that. You can go to the
True.
park and it's safe, and it's the people, the good vibe, you know, like
And
there
you
is
might
a
find
little bit
ducks.
of exactly a little bit of sun, and every person in the Dutch population is
Is outside.
outside.
You don't need much.
It's amazing.
That's true.
And lunch is always cheap because it's usually, you know, bread and cheese, not expensive. So honestly, we should all learn something from the Dutch when it comes to their
Yeah,
lunch,
true,
because it's so
true.
cheap compared to,
that's true.
back home. My lunch was usually like €5 a day to make, because it's a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good,
Here it's
but
practical.
here now I've just started spending like €1 on lunch, just 2 slices of bread, cheese and butter, and I'm good to go.
Yeah,
Like, it's
they
fine.
make the dinner big, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. But that's really nice. That's student life. What can I say?
I think we've covered so many things. I mean, we've covered
True.
supermarkets,
Yeah.
bonus cards, and the terms that you need to know to save money. We've covered
Transportation.
transportation. You have your season tickets. And we've covered bikes and where to get cheap bikes. Marketplace,
Yeah, all the
Facebook
platforms for
Marketplace.
furniture. You can furnish your room for free.
Everything. We've talked about government benefits, which you really, 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 really need. Trust me.
Yeah.
So if you can get them, and we've also discussed just student cards that you can use to just make your life a little bit cheaper.
True. And
So-
like all of those topics are more in detail in our blog or in our socials. They're going to be in our description. You can go there, search for everything.
Yeah.
Our Instagram's going to be there, TikTok. Also, here we have our podcast season 1 that you can just watch back. They're always going to be there for you. And our website for more information, detailed requirements, everything that we mentioned.
And if you know of any more tips where you can really save some bucks, leave it down in the comments, because we would really like to know. And other people looking at the comments would also be able to learn from you. And if you have any ideas for other topics that we should really discuss on this podcast, let us know in the comments. And if you in some of our podcasts, you'll see, if you see season 1, that we have specific guests that come. So if there's someone that you really, really, really want to see, then let us know in the comments. Or if you'd like to be a guest.
Do you want to be a podcast?
Do you have questions? Don't be shy. Leave them in the comments.
So I think we've spoken about the comments way too much now. So
true.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? that you'd like to say?
Yes. Can you like this video and
Please.
subscribe to our
Yes,
channel?
please.
Also follow us on our socials. We're always creating content about very funny stuff, very
Yeah.
relatable stuff.
You can see this every day if you want to.
Yeah.
It's very
I don't
easy.
know why you'd want to, but I mean, to each their own.
Oh my god, Isa.
I think we need to end it right now.
Before they kill me.
But that was it, guys. I'm really happy to have our other episode. Looking forward to the next one. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Doei doei.
Doei!